Hello and welcome. It is the 20th day of May and the year is 2019. This is the Money Charts channel. I'd like to welcome you to this evening's video. All bets, trades of the like, well, that's within each's own risk and their own reward. So, therefore, let's get this started. Bitcoin coming across pretty much on the date of May the 13th. To the level of the over 8,000s. That's when it broke above it. 81.95 was the high. The next day, it barely extended higher and stayed within it for a couple more days after. Decent decline on the 17th, and it paused it, but much higher from where the low was on the 18th. Yesterday's session having a very good breakout, matching previous high. And today, with 1 hour and 20 minutes to go, is going to probably closed well above the 18 average of highs, and we've had the action come back down to such. And upon the 15-minute term time frame, it managed to break out at about 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. A decent sized move, back matching again, just hanging in there at this point. But the bears by no means doing anything to even come close yet and reverting the market. The more often you test these key areas, the more likely it is you take it out. And the only reason why 8,300 is a key area is because it tested it a few times. I said this a few days ago. I'm still going to say this today. I'd be very, very surprised if there's a significant top in at around this 8,000 area. At 6,300, maybe piercing above near 7, sure. But it didn't do that. And I say that only because of historical. It's very rare for me to look at levels and say, man, these Fibonacci levels don't make sense. And if the top happens to be 8,000 and the low went at 31, then the levels retracing below will be in just that, levels that wouldn't make sense. So we'll see what happens. I said a while ago, again, I expect the next move to be a pierce above 98.1408. Over that, it pierced below 63.4190. It's still a live proposition. I got nothing to wager upon it, but I'm just saying that's what I think. Obviously, for yourself, your own risk is your own reward, and the game is still in play for the outcome of what the winner is going to be. Let's take a look at some altcoins now. I'm going to start off first with Stratus. I talked about this in a little video earlier. Price action is in at 10.95. Something I purchased very earlier, but I no longer really have any anymore. As I ended up earlier today at the price of about 11.05, buying in, but I ended up selling it at this upper area here, about 11.24 average, 11.23 average. For I downloaded the wallet, and this is just, I find this disturbing. The funds in here. I got 7,400 Satoshi Strat. What I did is I deposited, I think, and that's what's the problem about that is. I think I deposited like about 8 or 7 or 6 or something in that area. And they appeared, but looks like you haven't made any transactions yet, it says. Well, yeah. And then I sent some back, and well, it went back to the exchange. Fine, okay, that's good. But why don't I see it? And then screw this. I'm going to send the rest back, and I sold on the market. I'm not going to be trading this coin anymore. This 7,400 Satoshi Strat will be dead coin. I will close out this program now for the last time. I will throw away in the recycle because I don't care if anyone sees it what the private key and my password for this is. And like I said, that's not going to do anyone good other than getting these 7,400 Satoshi. Uninstall the program because, yeah, I made a bunch of transactions. So in such, I'm going to go like this and delete it. And since I'm having a lot of fun here, let's add another one in here. This one, wow, I love how this one worked out. It starts with the letter F. It's fun. Funfair. I've actually traded this way back in the day. What I'm going to trade this with and for how much I'm going to buy this for, I still don't know that yet. But I like its wallet. So let's take a look at fun. And it's in at 77 Satoshi. At least I think it's this one. Let me just double check. No, actually, I know. I just pause the tape. No, it's not even this. It's go. It's go. Go, 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 go. I did trade this back in the day. I remember buying it at like 300 and selling it up around 800,000 back on Hit BTC back in the day. Go chain. That's the one. I was looking at that price. I'm thinking, no, I paid more than that. I was like, yeah, 264. This looks more right. So a few days ago, this was at like 900 and it's already fallen down to 264. Wow. Okay. Volatility. Yeah, I'd say so. On the weekly chart, that's what we got. I like how it's a decent sized leg lower than here. Whatever it does from this point on is what it does. What I have checked and I have done so far is I have looked to see how much it costs to take funds off the site. It's 0.01, which means like 2 Satoshi. Yeah, it's cheaper than cheap. And again, it's volatility. Oh, it's a go, literally and figuratively at the same time. So then I go to the website of the Go chain and I found the wallet. And it's really, really easy. Okay, this is Nano. This is Nano. This is something else that is on my top of the list for I'm going to trade it with. I'm still trying to figure out its partner. And if we go to the GoChain.io website, you won't find anything. The only way you're going to find the wallet here is on the network. But I like to go to its actual web page because how do I know someone's not making a website? Say, oh, we got free wallets here. Here's your private keys and here's your whatever, but the normal stuff. This is your address. Trade it like normal. And yet they also, because they made the software, made it so they know what you're doing. I'm just want to make sure that the wallet that I'm going to be using is secure. So I'm on the https.gochain.io website. I click on network. 10 times more decentralized, faster. Really? You think it's a fast network? Oh, we're going to get into how fast this frickin' thing is. It's the fastest one I've seen so far. And I'm sure this might be faster. And let's click on wallet. Okay, so learn more. And what we get is create wallet and open wallet. So if I go to create wallet, you go to create, there you have it. You're done. You've done it. You're finished. Make sure you do something with this private key. And this will be your deposit address. But this is your password. That's how it's going to work. And then when you go on, you open the wallet, you put in your private key, and you enter in. This is crazy how fast this was. And I don't even mean the delay in the 23 to 14 here. So this is what I did. First off, I got a balance right now of 2.989958 go. I ended up buying the minimum on Binance, which is 100,000 Satoshi worth. And it was a lot more than that. It was a few hundred at that price. But I sent 38 of them. But the Binance fee was 0.01, which gave me 37.99. And this is where it got very, very crazy. So what I did now, so I have a balance of 37.99. Now I'm sending the 35 back to Binance, 35 of them, which means I'm going to be left with 2.99 minus my fee. So there's my fee, like 0.0000042. So like hardly anything to send it off. And then after I push the send button, I might have been, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds later, I go to my Binance page, go to deposits. Oh, go. There's 35 coming, 15 of like 30 or 25 or confirmations or something like that. It hasn't even been a minute yet. It took about maybe a quick period of time to do it. It is just crazy how fast it is. So therefore, this would be a place where I would store my coins. I have my private key stored where I would need to have it stored. And then log in to send funds and to receive funds. Well, to see my balance and stuff like that. Now, what I mentioned was earlier today was how I was just trying to maybe find something to trade with Bitcoin Cash. Problem, and I mean, it's not the biggest of ones, but Bitcoin Cash to take off of exchanges is 0.001 BCH, which is only about 40 cents. But if I'm going to be playing this, I'm going to have the same dollar value of this coin, give or take, as the one that I go across with it to begin. And if I were to take the value of that I would happily put into something like GoChain, then we would be looking at me normally making that of $40, $50 trades, which means 1% of that is 50 cents. So unless I'm ready to play Bitcoin Cash, where I know I'm at least going to be doing trades of minimum 100 to 150, $200 per trade minimum, I really don't want to use that as the coin to cross it with. So what I'm going to cross it with, well, that will be for time to figure out. But I see it. It's already had the move. It's went down. I'll buy some now tonight, and then I will end up figuring what it is that I can trade it with. Tron is cheap as anything. That's another possibility. As far as I haven't tested its wallet for putting it off and on, but I have seen how much on the Exodus wallet it costs, which isn't much, and how much it costs on off the exchange, pretty much not much as well. Tron's also in a downtrend as well, and as you can see, they go down together. When you're trading two coins together, stuff like this goes on. You know, sometimes you just need to, one, when they go up big together. And look at this. I see a lot of similar characteristics of the two already. I mean, to a degree. But as far as even this volatility, if you, let's just, I want to figure the dates. November 26th, really, to January 9th, and then from like February 1st on. Okay. So November 26th. This rally happened earlier that we would have Verge or the Tron wasn't doing anything. And then when this thing was going all the way up into January, this thing would have been going down, so you would have been buying all of this while you were selling the Tron. And then Tron went down, so you would have ended up, well, been pretty much selling this and buying Tron. And then this goes up, you'd sell this, buy Tron. So this has been going down since April the 1st at a rate of over 4x, about 4x. And April the 1st here, I mean, it was going down even before then. So no, there's not that much similarity. And it's only went down a little bit. I might put these two together. And I'm just going to now show you the Gemini wallet here, which just something of note on the fees on such. And if I said Gemini, and I know I did at least once, I meant to say Exodus. But when you see stuff like Exodus, okay, Bitcoin Cash, how much does it cost to... Okay, maybe it wasn't the X. Okay, let me find it. This doesn't look right. And actually, it wasn't even that one either. It was the Atomic wallet. I'm pretty sure of this now, which you can originally create a wallet, as you can see, and then once you create it, you got a password, which I'm going to paste in on the screen now. Okay, you gotta use, they don't let you do the paste button, but they do let you do the shift insert. Open wallet. I got no funds in here. And it takes some time, or I didn't push it correctly here to open the wallet. There we go. I didn't push it again. So it takes some time to open it. But as far as fees are concerned in here, just something of note. Different things like, okay, Litecoin, you're going to be paying 001 LTC. That's kind of expensive to a degree. Not really, but you're still looking at about 9 cents. Stuff like DGB, a fraction, not much at all. So very cheap. But here's where the Tron is. So paying zero point 0.1 TRX for a 3-cent coin. Wow, that's phenomenal. I mean, that's cheap. And when you go to some of these lower ones in here, you're going to notice that they all got the same fee. Like Pundy X. That's worth point double. And these prices are different than I think they were before. But 0095 Ethereum. First Blood. 00195 Ethereum. Aragon, Antcoin. They're all the same. Every one of these coins from here on in are 00195 Ethereum. And if we do some calculating, I'll bring my calculator up on the screen. It was 00195. Multiply the price at 241. You're still looking at 50 cents a coin. And it was like 50, it was 60 cents earlier when I calculated it. So it may fluctuate on a day-to-day basis. But for this type of stuff, having the cheaper prices and sending coins and just the extremely fast speed of being able to send the coins, again, I'm referring to the Go as the one that I most certainly, I think, especially when I see this volatility. I'm actually probably just going to most likely do Tron. Unless somebody can say, oh, Derek, this is better, or I like this idea here instead, yada yada. That'd be cool if they're, but within these types of wild moves, I mean, that's why you want to be. I mean, that's why I'd rather if it's going to be at 485 and go to 265, I'd rather before it goes to 265, it makes a pit stop to 850, then down because you can trade the ratio amongst it. I could even just for something to do, get the data for GoChain, get the data for like Tron, and just see how it is from this point because there could be some interesting results along the way. But it'll be with something, not sure what yet. And I'll probably just do what I did here. Just look at them like individual. I looked at this, okay. Well, then I check to see what the Binance withdrawal fees. As long as it's not out of hand, I'll continue on the company's website. And then I'll look at there, find the wallet. If I'm happy within the wallet setup and everything, then I'll buy a small amount, move it over the wallet, move some of it back if I like everything and the time. Because if I send some of the wallet back and it's like, okay, 100 confirmations and it takes forever to watch them go by tick and it's a 4-hour wait for me to send the funds from the hardware wallet to an exchange, then I really don't want to do that. But if it's going to take 40 seconds, which is what this one is showing, if you want to do it just to see how fast it is yourself, I mean, literally, it was so amazing to see how fast this was able to go. So now, do I need to have orders in, sell orders? Well, definitely not because of the fact that it takes like hardly any time at all to sell. Here was a spot. We're having some orders in here, but let's look at this more in the daily. What I'm looking to see is spots where the market goes up so fast it comes back down. So I will focus on this high to see how much you had to sell above like the high mid 750s. That's what I want to focus on. But it seems as if I don't see too many like the aid coin where they just go way up and way back down. It looks like here you had a sufficient time to sell on this move here. You had sufficient time from this 885 to 1300 rally. So, and in here it looked like you had sufficient time to go from 475 at least up to 598. It's normal for every market to have these small white wick lines or whatever as it is. But now I'm really focused on April, and I'm going to go in the single hour term time frame to see how much time at that point people really did have to get coins on the exchange. And we can see and hear that it happened starting at 8 a.m. and you had all the way until like the rest of the night to do it. So you had significant time at this situation to get your coins on there, get your sales in there. And why that's important for me is because do I need to hold 20% of my coins back on the exchange to allocate toward things such as sell orders? I don't want to. But if the market, like the aid coin, tells me that I have to, then I will. Anyway, let me just scroll this to current, which is where we stand here. So yeah, that's a coin I'm going to get into. Let's just quickly look at whatever other altcoins, because there's really not much more going on for me. Neo's having a decent day, but not enough for me to trade against the ratio. As Neo's up 6.3%, as we can see, it had this nice little run starting this morning, moving from the 14 handle up to about the 15.8 handle on the daily term time frame. After making this run up on May 15, 16, it has so far held this 18 average successfully. An attempt to re-escape this correctionary mode, but it looks like that might be shafted for now. As long as it continues to hold and stay roughly around this 13.8 area, that it would still be in that correctionary mode. And it wouldn't be a surprise moving forward if we've had this correctionary mode, we've established this resistance at 16 change. Maybe it can come up a little further this next time. Maybe get up to 18 high, maybe get up to the 20 or 23, or wherever it may go up to. But for me, I'll just wait and see. Is there time for me to trade on it? And if there is, then I will. TTC, I'm just trading this against Bitcoin just for really something to do. And there's really not much more to do here. Bitcoin Cash up against Bitcoin right now. So this is good to see for me because I'm obviously increased my Bitcoin hash cash holdings. But really, not much is going on throughout most of the day. It's just holding in there within this sideways correctionary range against Bitcoin on the single hour term time frame. That's it for the gainers. Losers, we got AidCoin down to 755. Am I close to buying here? Probably not. I don't. Not at 750. But it is at levels not seen in quite some time. And closing in on where my buy order would be coming in. Again, something I'm trading against Bitcoin. And when you see all those lines, that's why I mean you need to have your orders in. You're going to get slowdown periods a little bit here. The small volatile breakout, failed breakout here. But yeah, I'm just going to keep on waiting, get buy orders in, and then I'll sell accordingly there after that. DGB down against the dollar, Litecoin down against the dollar, 4 and 5%. Bitcoin was over 8,000, now it's 79, but they were up higher throughout the day. Dogecoin, I'm trading that against Bitcoin. I got a buy order waiting at 36, and it hasn't even touched it there yet. I mean, this is what you see on the 5. It basically shows you where the bid and ask prices are, and it's been staying for quite some time, all day, at this 37 and 38 number. Vercoin, I'm buying against this against the Bitcoin trading, but on this day here, I just didn't even notice this until like today. Kind of missed out on a sale already, whatever. But I did buy near this 4,600 level. So I did adjust that order today, just where I put the new sell order, moved the coins into my hardware wallet. Theta, still waiting for my Theta fuel coins to be able to be put onto the wallet because I got. I mean, they're not useless, but they kind of are. But I put 100 coins on the exchange here, or not the exchange, but the hardware wallet. No T fuel. But in order for me to send funds, I need to have this. And I even tried sending some coins, and like, nope, warning message comes up. You can't do it. You don't have any T fuel. I don't know if I could just use my private keys and send it from there, but whatever. I'm just going to wait and wait until the T fuel is available. Then I'll deposit that in there and then continue on using this wallet moving forward. But since Binance security breach has been resumed and the wallets have been, the withdrawal for Theta Fuel has not. And in conclusion, let's take a look at Theta, which has been in this downtrend for quite some time. Did bottom at around the 1100 range, which I was trying to buy it as it was breaking down below 1400. Then the security breach happened. Then it started going up and was back on. And I suppose now, if it's going to show a failed breakdown, then maybe I might buy small at 1141. I'll definitely play the ratio with Dash as it goes. But as far as adding more position to that against Bitcoin, because if it fails on this breakout, I see weakness on the 18. I see it falling down to previous lows. I'm probably gonna wait to buy at 1,000 even, like 1,005, 1,010, rather than that of 1160, because this is also going to be indicating to me that this rally that came up to here post May 14th would be a failed one. But we could still be holding in here, doing what need be. I'm trading this against that of Dash, and see how that goes moving forward. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to this evening's video. Hope this has been helpful. Any questions? If I can help, I will answer. If I'm able to answer them, I will be able to do so. And have yourself a great day. Bye bye.